drag. You can see that it's aligning to the median. Then you left click once again, that's applied. Then this is also not a straight line. You left click here and you drag. If it doesn't give you the pattern, you left click and then you Control Z. You repeat it again until you get the exact pattern you wish to get. Now this portion, you left click again, it's an arc. You drag to maybe this extent, you stop there by left clicking. This is looking like this straight. Now you click left click once. You see, once you left click once and you adjust, it forms an arc. So I click outside here and Control Z. Now I left click once without dragging, and I will left click again twice. Okay, then you stretch this looking straight, so you left click one. Look at, I adjusted it, so I'll just left click. First of all, you have to apply it, then you Control Z. What I'm doing actually is that I'm maintaining arc segment to draw both curves and straight lines. If you don't want to use the curve line to draw straight, you can easily come here to make straight line segments. But the problem is that when you use this, you click once. If you want to make the curve, you have to come back here and activate. I'm using it to kill a stone to kill two birds. Okay, so this straight, left click twice, one. Okay, I've adjusted, that's an error, so I left click and undo. Now 1 2 without adjusting your mouse. You stretch, this is straight, 1 2. This is a curve. Then you left click once and you drag, achieve it. This is another, so continuation of the curve. Now this is straight, 1 2 by left clicking. This is straight 2 1 2. Then you right click and finish sketch. Now this is what we have been able to do. You can see that we try to trace the pattern the way the road is looking. So what we'll do is you select this and click outside, and let's uncheck it and see. There you have it. That's our major road. Okay, let's continue. Now we have some other roads like this road. From here we can term it as access. Now maybe we'll use yellow for access. Let's try yellow. I'm just doing that so that we'll be able to see it manifest on the image. But once we are saving, we'll take it back to black this way. So you select access road, you come here and select arc segment. Now the road starts from here. You assume the center of this place. You click here, then you come here straight. You can choose to click the center, zoom in, click here. Oh sorry, I click and Control Z, come back, left click 1 2, it applies. This is straight, we left click 1 2, it applies. Now for this, it's a curve, so I click here. Just as I told you, you have to be skillful. Now you see the curve is not smooth, it's not aligning perfectly, so I'll Control Z. I'll try it again, maybe from here, and stretch this portion. Okay, it's not perfect too. I'll Control Z. What I will do is that I'll right click and delete. Okay, because the color yellow is not allowing us to see the drawing. As we are drawing it, we can't see it very well, so maybe we'll use this this color. Let's apply and see. Now we pick from here, come in, click 1 2. Okay, the yellow is still there. There's a reason why it refuses to go. Let me delete the sketch. Now what you simply save edit, you stop edit, and you start editing, so that this color that you adjusted will be affected. Then you pick access road, pick on access, click here, then you drag to where you want it to be twice, because we're under arc segment 1 2. It's straight, you come to this extent, you pick, you click 1 2. Then here is a curve, click from this portion like this, get your curve, pick a straight line 2, This is 1 2. Okay, now you have to be careful. You accidentally click it twice, done 2 instantly. That's why it senses it as if I'm done, but I wasn't done. So what I'll do, I'll click on this arrow, right click and delete. I'll start all over. You be careful with it. If you click once here and you're supposed to click twice, 1 2, but you click it instant like this, 1 2, you see it saves, it senses as if you are done. Okay, so that's not what you be careful with using that. So let's continue. You pick here 1, you drag, click once. It's actually underlined, that's why I'm clicking once. You have to understand the difference between this line straight segment and then the arc segment. So I click here once, then I switch to arc segment. I define the arc, I click. I can now come back here if it's confused, then I continue. Yeah, continue here. This is actually a footpath. It's looking like a footpath. Let's give it an arc slightly, then we'll choose to end it here. Choose to end it here. Finish sketch. That is that. Okay, another road outward here. You can call it access to trace that. Now this is straight. Now this is straight. We pick from here, click. Note that we're under access road. Drag. It's under line straight segment. You just click here, center. Also come and click the center. Come and click the center. This is an arc. You switch to arc segment. You click from define the arc. Now if you are not comfortable with it, you Ctrl Z, you adjust this way. You pick the arc from this direction, you drag it. If you are still not comfortable, you click left click and you Ctrl Z. Then maybe you pick it from here carefully. I told us that you have to be skillful with arcs, so this is better. Now you can switch it to straight segment and maybe decide to make it end it here. So finish sketch. Now that is that with bounding routes. Now you can choose to trace this. You pick from here, straight, click, at the center, and the route is looking ended. It's looking at ended here, so you end it there, you finish. But that is that. So let's look inwards. Let's see the population within the campus. Now you pick from here, center, you click inwards. Now there's an arc there. Give the arc segment. We finish. This is an arc 2. This is an arc. So we can actually pick an arc from here and extend it to this place at the center of the road. You zoom in. We also have an arc here. We click here to continue. Hope you can see that. Okay, this you can assume it to be straight. You click 1 2, click the arc here, stop here, click another arc here, stop here. This is straight. You click here twice, then you have an arc, click, is straight, 1 2, you have an arc, click from here. Actually the trees are okay. Let me Ctrl Z. Let me bring the straight line to this extent here first. Now this tree is actually blocking. There's an access road here. It goes straight and then it curves here because the gate is entrance and exit. Okay, so we click here twice because we're under arc segment to form the straight line, we click